Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the IkesTechTalk weekly live stream. Y'all know down on a Thursday night with your boy Ike. What's going on? Let me make sure I'm hot. The mic is live. Let me make sure on y'all. I'm not hearing any feedback from the live stream. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I see why I couldn't hear myself. Yeah, y'all can hear me. I see why I couldn't see myself. I have output to my work headset, so I wasn't able to hear everything. Hopefully, y'all can hear my I got this portable unit. My AC actually went out, and I'm done with y'all. Um, I my AC went out, so I'm actually in the process of going back and forth with the complex people to try to get that situated. So if you hear like a little hum, I don't hear it through the headset, but obviously I'm wearing noise canceling headphones. If you hear it, just kind of bear with me. It's like a low hum or whatever the case may be. But that's the reason why, man. I'm currently fighting with them, trying to get them to get the parts so they can get out here. It's a fan motor, apparently, that they're needing to replace. So, like I said, hopefully, y'all don't hear that hum or anything like that. I don't think so. I'm actually got a little adhesive on my front case or my front part of my OnePlus Open case. I'm trying to apply some pressure so it's not like coming up or anything like that. But anywho, let's go ahead and get on to it. Trent said if you need AC, come to Cleveland. Yeah, man, it's a little bit cooler here too. We had these like some of the windows and stuff open too, and it is cooled down a little bit. Just like during the day, it was pretty bad. But yeah, hopefully they can get the part in and they'll be able to fix it tomorrow. So that way we can get our AC back up and running, man. But let's go ahead and get through roll call. We got a super jam-packed show, man. OnePlus dropped a new device. We got some Samsung leaks with the Z Fold 6, their kind of strategy, what they might be working on. Got some Pixel 9 Pro stuff, obviously, to talk about. Y'all already knew we were going to talk about that. And the Oppo could potentially be going back global, which is huge, 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 huge. Yeah, I've probably heard me talk about the Oppo Find X7 Ultra and how much I wanted that bad boy. I don't want to do the whole important thing and be missing out on Android Auto. I use it every day. So yeah, I'm gonna hold out hope that with the new little agreement, and I don't want to spoil too much, that we'll actually be able to get some global models of the Find X Ultra devices, man. I would love to try that X7 Ultra. I just can't give up Android Auto in my car. I know it sounds super small, but I just can't give it up. I'm too used to it now. But either way, man, let's go ahead and get into it. So we got LaShawn in the building. What up, man? Hope everything is good with you. Also, speaking of LaShawn, he's going to be live tomorrow with open mic night. I'm fairly certain we're keeping it clean tomorrow night, being as though we went kind of crazy the last week. So pretty sure tomorrow is going to be keeping it clean. So make sure that y'all stay tuned. Also, as always, everybody here knows Juan and TK will be live later on this evening. I want to say around 11 or so. So we'll be able to hear from them good fellas. I know TK and Juan both have the OnePlus 12 and gave it pretty high, marks and pretty high reviews and pretty high praise. I know TK has the S24 Ultra. He's dropped some content on that. So obviously, man, if y'all are watching this live stream, y'all already know, man, who those fellas are. Just go show them some love, man. So that's kind of it for the shout outs. Y'all know the whole weekly rotation and all that good stuff, man. But top flight security of the world is in the building. Barry Johnson, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you. Umar, man, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you as well, dude. Hey, I gotta be fashionably late, sir. Fashionably late. Fashionably late is on time for me. Lulu, what up, man? What up? What up? Hope everything is good with you, big homie. JoJo, my pixel sister from another mister in the building. What's up? What's up? I know she living that Samsung Night lifestyle right now with that S24 Ultra. JoJo, I know that this is like your first Galaxy Ultra device. I think it's your first Galaxy Ultra device. What are some of the things that you're finding that you're liking, and some of the things that you aren't, too happy about? You don't got to go into super detail. Obviously, we want to save some for for your video and for your coverage, but just kind of curious as somebody who's kind of stepping in, never used one of those types of devices, man. Congrats again to you for being able to get out to unpack, man. Yo, Ron, what up? What up? Hope everything is good with you. Trent said, "I'm gonna need you to bring that beat back." You know what I do. I'll be in here jamming, to get myself hyped up and everything. What's up, Trent, man? Hope everything is good with you, big homie. I know your Vision Pro. Did it ship yet? I saw you say something about it's like stuck in China or something like that. Did it ship from China and it got stuck, or it hasn't even shipped yet, dog? Because y'all know we got Vision Pro dropping. What is it? Next week, next Friday? I think Vision Pro was like officially out, like pre-orders, coming in and all that other good stuff. So shout out to Trent, man. Him and Vite been doing their thing as far as the whole Vision Pro thing and keeping everybody up to date in terms of the coverage and what leaks and news and apps that are gonna work and all that good stuff, man. So like I said, shout out to those fellas. Shout out to those fellas. Because like I said, I'm not following it super closely. I'm literally just watching their videos, and that's how I'm kind of staying up with what's going on with it, man. Hey, Mims is in the building. I know Mims should be getting his S24 Ultra pretty soon, dog. Can't wait to see your thoughts on that, homie. That and the Vision Pro, actually. Mims had a very expensive January. He dropped money on the Vision Pro and the S24 Ultra, man. Hey, B Floyd in the building. What's up, big homie? Hope everything is good with you, dog. Yo, B Floyd, let me ask you too, dog. I've been sitting and pondering, man. I know I'm rocking this 5 Pro. B Floyd, I know you have had the Watch 5 Pro and you have the 6 Classic. I'm used to getting 3 to 4 days with this because I'm for the most part pretty light when it comes to smartwatches, man. In your opinion, do you feel as though with light usage, I could get 3 full days out of that watch? Because if I can get 3 full days out of a Classic, man, and I could catch them on like a deal where maybe I could upgrade for like $50 or something, I'm considering it. I honestly do miss the rotating bezel a little bit, and just the design overall, I do prefer over the Watch 5 Pro, man. So let me know. Let me know. I'm still trying to hold out, man, for a 7 Classic or 7 Pro that will have the bezel and the battery life. It's kind of what I'm trying to hold out for, man. But that 6 Classic still looks the best, in my opinion, of any Wear OS watch out right now. Hey, I didn't even. Why is this not? Okay, there we go. Yo, El Jefe, man, shout out to you, dog. He said, much love to my guy, Isaiah. Y'all swear this, man, between him and Sean, everybody know my government name. Good grief. Good grief. Yo, shout out to you, El Jefe, man. I appreciate you, big homie. Hope everything is going good on that end. I know you're doing your thing as far as the exercising, man. I ain't commenting and replying, but I definitely see you doing your thing. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. I know it's tough. I know it's hard, but you got this, bro. You got this. We in your corner. We in your corner. Hey, Hawks is in the building. I see you. I see you. What's up? Hope everything is good with you. Slang in this thing. Slang is going live Saturday. Slang, what time Saturday are you live? What time Saturday are you live, sir? I gotta make sure I plug your stuff too. I said, damn, Mike, save me something to talk about tomorrow. Yo, you know me, I start rambling and I'd be missing articles anyway. So that might happen tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, BG, yo, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, dog. I saw him. Oh, there he is. I saw Genosis before. What's up, homie? Hope everything is good with you, dog. Oh, these lights irritate my eyes, boy. Hey, Delvon, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, homie. Doing your thing over there as well. Hey, Malik, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you. Yeah, February 2nd is official for Vision Pro. Okay. Oh, Vibe said his is in China. You're picking yours up next Friday. Okay, so you're going to the store. Viper's getting his at home. I'm curious what that experience is gonna be like, going and picking one of those up. Like, they probably won't have a ton of lines because I know Apple didn't launch like a ton of them. So I know they probably won't have too many like at the store for random people to get. So you'll probably only have like the people who actually pre-order and set an appointment be able to get there. So hopefully, man. Hey, can't wait to hear your thoughts, Mims. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, dog. Umar said that 1 plus 12 making me act, but trying to say, hey, Hold out, man. The One Plus isn't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's a dope device, but you can hold out. It's not going anywhere, man. And who knows? By the time the Xperia like launches and comes, global to where you can pick one up, you'll probably be able to catch a really good deal on the 12 and get it under that, 800 that it'll be at that. Well, the 800 it might be at that point, because I know for pre-orders they took off $100 or something like that. We're gonna talk about it here in a little bit, but I think so. Jojo say, yup, for his Galaxy device, I'm liking the productivity features. Yeah, when it comes to productivity, you really can't beat Samsung, man. Productivity features with the S Pen. AI stuff is cool too, but it's not keeping me away from my Pixel. What I don't like, this thing is massive. Yeah, that's true. I could feel you on that, Jojo. The Galaxy Ultra devices are really, really large. So I definitely could feel you on that. But again, when it comes to the productivity, the multitasking stuff, dude, I really don't really see too many people beating Samsung, especially with the productivity side. Multitasking, you can kind of make an argument for the Open, depending on how you use it. You can make an argument for Surface Duo, depending on how you use it. But in terms of like overall having all apps, forcibly working in all orientations and, 3 apps and floating windows and overall having it all, Samsung is still kind of king with that. Sorry, y'all. Daddy mode had to engage. I'm like watching my son on the baby camera. He just got out the bed, so I just had to yell, get his butt back in bed. B Floyd said no. Watch 6 Classic, 40 hours max. Okay, so that's what, a day and almost 2 days? Yeah, I'm not with that. I'm gonna hold out. He said, don't do it. Wait for the Watch 6 Pro. See, that's the thing though, LaShawn. I don't want this whole Classic versus Pro no more, dog. I want one that has both, man. Like, hold on. Oh, okay, Slang, I see you, dog. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, the Watch 6 Classic. Yeah. So I want one that has both. Like, I want the battery life from the Watch 5 Pro and the rotating bezel from the Classic. Give me both. I know it's hard. Size, if you got to make it thicker, make it the same size as the Watch 5 Pro. I'm fine with it, man. Just give me both. Give me the rotating bezel. Give me the battery life as well, man. Like, serious. He said Watch 5 Pro. Yeah, I knew it had the better battery life. It's just if I could get 3 full days out of the 6 Classic, I would be okay with it. Because like I said, with this, I'm hitting 3 days for sure. Depending on how much in terms of notifications I'm getting throughout those days, I can maybe stretch it to like 3.5, 4. Oh yeah, the value for the 12 is crazy. We're gonna talk about that too, man. Because OnePlus is putting people on notice, man. I don't know how they got. I don't want to call it like a plus or a pro tier device in this pricing category, like stomping out the competition, because it's still, in my opinion, it competes with like the S24 Ultra stuff like that. So I don't really like to box the 12 into that box, Barry, but yeah, the value is insane, dude. Slang said he'll be out of town. That's what I was kind of responding to. He said I'll be out of town in Orlando this week, man. Yeah, if I wasn't super tied up, man, I'd hit you up, dude. But I'm gonna be at Universal both days this weekend. I'm gonna be there on Saturday with my homie and his wife, and then I'm taking my mother-in-law on Sunday, and we're gonna go with her. So yeah, jam-packed. Hey, after that Vision Pro, I don't blame you, dog. Seriously, because you're gonna have enough with that Vision Pro to do content for the rest of the year. Because it's such a breath of fresh air. It's something completely new, from Apple. From Apple, not new, but new from Apple. So you'll get to kind of follow up with how their OS evolves, what features they add, applications that are coming out, because obviously not everything is gonna 100% be optimized and working. So you'll be able to kind of, like I said, cover it from the get-go, man. I like that. He said, I really want the OnePlus 12. If Sony doesn't give me an Xperia, I'm going to get that OnePlus 12. I think that's the move for sure, Umar. Me and you have talked about that in Twitter. Hey, he said he uploading the podcast right now, so make sure that y'all stay tuned for that. Slang doing his thing. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Hawks, because the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised by that, because when I went and picked up my PS5, I had security walk me out the Best Buy. Like, they walked me out of the Best Buy into my car. Once I got in my car and was everything, then they took off. But They walked me out, and that's for what? PS5 was like 500, 600 bucks when it first came out, and they walked me to my car for that. So I wouldn't be surprised, unless he's picking it up from like a mall or something. Maybe then not, but picking up the Apple Vision Pro from the store should come with rose petals thrown at your feet. I mean, they might do something dope. They might do something dope for people who pre-order, yo. They might do something dope. Slang said, I copped the 24 Ultra, the Plus, and the OnePlus 12. He said he going hard on phones this year. Hey, let's go. I'm with it, Slang. Can't wait to see your thoughts, man. Because I know you enjoyed the OnePlus 11 and the OnePlus Open. So definitely can't wait to see your thoughts on both, man. The 24 Ultra and the OnePlus 12. The Plus is it's all right. It's all right. I just think, like, before I saw the 12, the Pixel 8 Pro, and I mean, these phones are still great phones, don't get me wrong, but like the Pixel 8 Pro, super dope, probably was like the leader in that pricing category, like that right at $1,000 close to it category. The Plus models from Samsung has always felt kind of meh to me. This year they did bump up the screen on it. I can't remember what else they bumped up, but the design does look good. I'm a fan of flat edges, and we'll talk about that when we talk Pixel 9 Pro, but they just don't really do a lot with the Plus models. Like, why can't the Plus model have, a periscope zoom of some sort? Even if you can't give it the same 5x, make the 3x a periscope. Do something. But yeah, when it comes to that category, dude, there's just really nothing touching OnePlus right now. Like, their $800 or $700 if you pre-order, device is competing with $1,300 phones. Like, it's I won't say curb stomping, but it's kind of beating everything else in that price range. Like, I think for what you're getting, you could argue it against the Pixel 8 Pro. Pixel 8 Pro still has, some things that kind of sets it apart. But like the S24 Plus, like if somebody came to me and was like, look, I'm not really heavily invested in the Samsung ecosystem. I don't use any of those Samsung features like DeX and things like that. Good lock, those like hidden gems. I'm telling them to go grab the OnePlus 12 all day, every day, twice on Sundays. Like, it's just that good of a value. Because you think about it, for $200, $200 less, you're getting more phone. Like, typically, you're like, okay, what are you giving up for that $200? Oh, this might have an extra camera, it might have an S Pen, it might have this, it might have that. But the 24 Plus doesn't have any of that. So you're really gaining phone rather than losing phone, obviously, like I said, you have some of those little software features and stuff that Samsung is doing. The AI stuff is pretty cool. I love me some good lock. I've already talked about that extensively too, man. So like I said, I don't fault anybody for choosing the Samsung over it. I'm just saying, if you're looking at it, objectively, like, you have no allegiance towards either because you're, platform agnostic or phone agnostic, then I definitely don't see a reason to pick up the Plus over the OnePlus 12. He said, yeah, it's lame. You have to choose between the better battery or classic hardware. Yeah, man, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. So stop talking yourself into it. I know, man. I'm trying. Yeah, I saw this before. Like they're kind of categorizing it in two different categories. It's like, I get that. It's for two different types of users, but I want the battery life on the good looking watch. Like, come on, son. Just let me have that. Oh man, cornered is an understatement. Cornered is an understatement, yo. I wish Wear OS would license my voice dual screen tech. That would be dope too, because that's the reason why my boy can get the crazy battery life that it can get, man, is because that dual display is so dope. Like, I was just tweeting at Tech King Mike. He's looking for a smartwatch, and I'm like, dude, like, if you're like me, I'm locked into Wear OS. Like, I use home automation apps on my watch to control lights and temperatures and all of that stuff in my house. So I'm kind of locked into Wear OS. If you need the best battery on Wear OS, it's gonna be the TicWatch Pro 5. Like, nothing is touching that. I'm getting 4 to 5 days consistently with the TicWatch Pro 5, and I haven't even used it in a while. So like, I could be getting software updates to make it even better, that type of stuff, because I honestly haven't been using it much, because I do overall prefer the Watch 5 Pro to it. TicWatch Pro 5 is still an absolute beast, man. Love that watch. He said, I'll be in Orlando once a month. Oh, moving forward, so we could definitely get up. That's what's up, dude. Let me know. Let me know. I know Gigi and them was talking about doing something in Florida. I'm not sure when this year, but yeah, dude, I'm literally here. You know, City Walk is dope to go and have like a little group get together. Disney Springs is another good area to do it too. Disney Springs will probably be a little bit better because there's a little bit like Disney Springs is bigger than City Walk. City Walk is kind of just there to lead you to the actual theme parks, whereas Disney Springs is like you go there, you could do some shopping and stuff like that. So if we do like a little content creator meetup type deal here in Florida, Disney Springs I think would be dope. It's free. Parking, I want to say, baby, parking Disney Springs is free. Disney Springs Park, I just had to confirm with the queen of the theme parks herself, but parking at Disney Springs is free, so you ain't got to worry about parking. You can literally just pull up. You ain't got to worry about spending no money or nothing. Just pull up. Just pull up. So I'm definitely down. They got like outdoor bars where you can, like, you're still outside, but you can go walk up and sit at a bar, get a drink, and walk around a little bit. They got a really dope burrito taco spot there too. So a lot of stuff to do, man. We could definitely get down and do that. I'm definitely down. Yo, Shay, Queen of Stiller Nation, Kennedy in the building. What up? What up? What up? Hope everything is good with you. He said, don't forget Ike and change the focus of his channel. The Vision Pro works perfectly. Okay, you right. My bad. My bad. Dodo said, yo, we have to get that floor. Yeah, we got to. Gigi and Sean even said they'll come down for it. Yeah. And like I said, for them coming down, Disney Springs would be perfect because then it's like they don't have to worry about booking somewhere to stay on top of, you know what I'm saying, having to pay for wherever we end up going. Like if we go to Disney Springs, we ain't even got to eat there. We can go to Disney Springs, walk around, have a good time, take some pictures. There's plenty of stuff to take pictures of. If you test them phones, y'all could bring them S24 Ultra so I could be able to play around with it a little bit. Mims, if you come, bring the Vision Pro. Like, bring all the tech, and we'll all link up. And then afterwards, man, we can go grab drinks and do something at like Chili's or something. It ain't got to be expensive, man. I'm just trying to link up, yo. Just trying to link up with peeps, man. That's all. That is all. Michael said they have had the same basic triple camera vertical design since the S20. And the actual sensors, when was the last time those were updated? I want to say what, S20, S21 is the last time they updated like the sensors and everything on those? Something like that. Next video, I beat a dude who tried to rob me for the Vision Pro. It's got to be a vlog, dog. We got to see you giving them hands, man. Seriously. Hawk said, I remember in the iPhone's infancy that someone left the Apple Store in New York, if I remember correctly. Dang, somebody snatched the bag with the phone in one of the person's fingers. Good God. Losing your fingers over these phones, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said, you could say, oh, yeah, you could say the same for the iPhone 15 Plus, but there's always a market. You're right, Slang. You're right. Yeah, y'all going crazy with it. I got to catch up with y'all, man. Y'all lit. Hold on. I did just lose my place. Yo, StreamYard needs a feature where I can just click and go right back to whatever comment I was at. That'd be dope. Samsung need an option with Ultra features in a smaller form factor like Ultra has, or Apple has Pro and Pro Max. Yeah, I would like to see what that looks like, man. I mean, if they can squeeze a periscope in there, like a real periscope in there, I'd be down. I would go for the bigger model because I'm just used to bigger screens, but you know, to have the whole different strokes for different folks type deal. So I'm definitely with that. Yo, I missed the S10 lineup altogether. Like S10, like how people say peak OnePlus was the 7 Pro. I personally think peak Samsung was the S10. S10, that S10 Plus when it came out was molly whopping everything, man. Everything. Dope set of cameras, headphone jacks. I think it was expandable storage was still in there. You know, a hole punch cutout. They were doing some 3D. No. Did they have two front-facing cameras? Or was it one was like a 3D mapping or something? I think it was two front-facing cameras. One for like the ultra wide and one for the normal. Like the S10 Plus was dope, dog. It was dope. Slang said, let's have a big ass party in Florida. Hey, let's go. I'm down. Jeff, man, blessings on your day. What's up? Yo, they probably would love you if you did. That's like free advertisement for everybody in there. Because you already know everybody who's shopping there is gonna look and probably ask you questions about it. Like they're definitely going to. Even if people are insisting on Samsung, I would suggest finding S23 model for 50. Yeah, I get you on that. I get you on that. The last gen was like bad, especially compared to everything else out. I will say they've gotten better mems, but I still feel like the Pixel Watch has the best haptics on Wear OS watches. The Samsung ones feel like they're powerful enough where you feel them, but they do feel a little mushy, like that old Nokia like kind of feel. It kind of feels like that, but not as crazy. The TicWatch is a little bit more pokey, but they're still not as good as like the Pixel Watch, in my opinion. Pixel Watch, and especially the Pixel Watch 2's haptics are really, really good. Like Google has the haptics nailed in for sure, man. They just need a bigger watch size. Yeah, City Walk is dope. My wife works out there, so we always out there, man. Yep, free garage parking. And I know Barry know because he always out there for the camera comparisons. Mem say, you know, I'm down for the trip. Say less, say less. Let's do it. Let's do it. We need to link up and do it. Okay, cool. We caught up. We caught up. Zach from January's Everything still owns his Note 10 Plus. That's crazy. That's fire. Oh, the ceramic white was fire. Did we get a ceramic white in the non-5G variant, or was it the only? Because I know we had the S10 Plus, and then we had the S10 Plus 5G, which was like the big boy. Like you had the whole Verizon millimeter wave and all that good stuff. Like that was the ultra then, kind of. Was the ceramic in the normal Plus BG, or was the ceramic only for that 5G model? Speaking of OnePlus, I see a lot of 7 Pro owners that were saying it was peak OnePlus switching to 12 online. Well, yep, welcome super fast charging 7 Pro owners. Yeah, man, facts, big facts. See, yeah, ceramic white was for the 1 terabyte model. Yep. He said, I would like to see an S Pen on a more reasonably priced phone. S24 FE should be a little note. That 13, yeah, the 1300 is steep, Mike. Because I ain't gonna lie, like I was looking at it, I was like, okay, you know, dope. And then I saw the extra $100 price increase, and I was like, dang, like I get it, but it's still pretty steep, man. It's still pretty steep. Because I mean, you're getting the AI features, the processor change. They did do some stuff to the build with the whole titanium thing. They did bring, you know, the 5X telephoto, but I don't know, man. I don't know. 1300 is steep no matter how you cut it. But I'm the same person who's buying foldables. So I really have no horse in that race. So kind of is what it is. Yeah, ceramic was top tier 5G. D Mims is like, I already have my ticket to Florida. As long as he packed that Vision Pro. Pack the Vision Pro, dog. Hey, BG, I was happy to see this though. They're doing no more 8GB 128. It starts at 12,256. And I mean, for 1300, it better start there for sure. But I am happy that they got rid of the whole 8GB joint or whatever. Because like all of the AI stuff that they're doing right now is all, well, I won't say all of it. Some of it, like some of the major tentpole stuff is not on device. They're doing it via the cloud. So you know, for them to have the 8GB model, once updates start coming out and we start trying to move to doing the stuff on device so it's instant and it doesn't take, you know, 10 or 15 or 20 extra seconds to, you know, make like a little edit or something with the AI stuff, because I know the Pixel is kind of like that. The extra RAM is definitely going to be needed. Like 8 is probably not going to cut it. Like it's probably just not going to cut it. Like I don't know what it, like I know Juan was kind of talking about it on Easy Stream last night, like kind of talking to some of the engineers. I think he said at OnePlus, where they were talking about for those language models how much RAM is needed, and they were pushing like 20. And I think even like the open, I think what is the open? 16? I think this is 16. About device. Yeah, 16. So like the open is 16. And that's standard. I think that they did sell a larger model of it, but 16 is in there, like from what they're saying, it's probably not going to be enough once we start trying to run this stuff on device, man. But finally got caught up with y'all. Like I said, I know I try to, you know, make sure I speak to everybody, because I look at it from the standpoint of like, I know we want to talk about the new stuff, the new tech, but if y'all are going to take time and sacrifice time out of y'all day to join me, the least I could do is say what's up to everybody. Because I try to run these as if y'all just came through my front door. And if y'all were coming through my front door for like a little house party get together, I would say what's up to everybody as they're coming through the door. Like, I've never had a house party or a get together where I didn't say what's up to everybody coming through. I'm just not the type of person. So sorry if that, takes long, during the week or whatever. But I just like to make sure everybody feels welcome. Any other good points, things that people bring up, I like to talk about those too, man. But he said he was talking. Oh, media tech engineers. There we go. Yep. Oh, that could be dope. Like the front visor part, Trent, like lights up red as like a do not disturb me kind of deal. That'd be dope. Oh, Juan, shout out to you for coming through. Right. Yo, I swear, it's like you say one thing and he just shows up. I love it. He said media tech engineers were talking about 30 plus gigabytes of RAM. If on-device AI takes off, we'll all need to double our RAM at the least. I almost said RAM because I have a friend named Ram. But Juan, so are they saying 30 just for the AI stuff, or can I get a 30 gigabyte phone and be okay? I'm assuming they're saying we're gonna need 30 just for the AI stuff. 30 just for the AI stuff. Hey, Ivan in the building, man. He said, I've noticed that my S24U uses less RAM compared to the S23U for exact same features. That's dope. So that's just further optimization. Nothing wrong with it. I like it. Hey, Trent, watching that adult content, visor turns red. Let's go. I'm with it, y'all. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into these articles, man. So first, I just want to kind of run through the OnePlus 12. I know we've already, talked about it pretty extensively from when they dropped the Chinese version. So I'm not going to spend too much time in regards to specs. And honestly, we kind of covered the most that I wanted to talk about in terms of just how good of a value it is. So we're gonna kind of just run through it real quick, and then we can move on to some of the other stuff, man. But gotta give praise where praise is due, because OnePlus is coming out the pocket gunning for that $1,000 price point slot. So gotta give some praise. So one say, yup, 30 and bleeding edge file compression just for the next generation of models. That's insane, yo. 30 gigs of RAM on your phone. Like, I know the 12 has the 24 gigabyte of RAM model, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to need 6 more plus whatever you need to run your phone normally day to day. So that's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let me share screen. Window. All right. And with that, we looking at the OnePlus 12. I'm not going to spend too much time on the R. I just don't have enough experience with like looking up and really talking about it. If you want to know what's going on as far as the R, I know Juan has it. I think TK may have it too, and a couple of other creators. So just kind of stay tuned. I'm sure that they're going to drop content on that device as well. But we're going to talk about the big brother, the OnePlus 12. So we have, okay, so no, there isn't a 24 gigabyte RAM model. There's a 16 and 512 and a 12 and 256, at least from what I see here. So base model is this one right here, which is retail starting at $800. So keep that in mind, $800. So everything we're going to name off, we're going to talk about $800. And they're running the special where you get the bigger tier storage, just like Samsung does, the bigger tier storage for the base model price. So they say it here, double your storage on us for $100 off. So if you're interested, man, definitely take advantage of that. So for the OnePlus 12, obviously we're rocking that Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, a quad HD 120 hertz panel. They got this new Aqua Touch technology. We talked about that too, where even if the screen gets wet, you can still use it. That's actually pretty dope, because I can't tell you how many times I've tried to, because I want it on a watch more so than my phone, but how many times I've gotten in the shower with my watch on, because I kind of clean my watch off, and I forget to put it in water mode, and by the time I remember, the screen is too wet, and I'm clicking buttons and calling people and all kinds of crazy stuff. So definitely feeling that. It's obviously LTPO, 4th generation Hasselblad camera system. It's pretty similar to the OnePlus Open. I know Juan is saying, that there are some little differences, but it's very, very similar to shooting with the OnePlus Open, which obviously y'all know how I feel about the Open. Cameras is absolute chef's kiss on this particular device. brought back wireless charging, but didn't just bring it back, gave you 50-watt wireless charging, which, let's keep it real, call it what it is. This phone is charging wirelessly, excuse me, charging faster wirelessly than every other device here in the States. I won't say every other, but from the three major companies that we talk about, Google, Samsung, Apple, it's charging faster than those wirelessly than those charged with a wire. Pretty impressive, if I may say so myself. I really hope, I don't know if they can, I really hope we get it on the Fold, the Open 2. I know I'm asking for a lot, but I would love to see the 50-watt wireless charging, because I think for me, like, I'm so used to using and I can't unplug it either. I wish I could unplug it, but I have like a little dock here. I can probably pull it up on Amazon actually. Hold on, y'all. Let me do a incognito because I don't want to bring up my Amazon account information because it's not my Amazon account. So I'm gonna pull it up. Are you serious, Amazon? I'm not a robot, dude. What is up with y'all making me do these little captchas, whatever it's called? All right, what are these called again? PC charging dock. I think that's what I found it. I thought I could have found this easier, but I know what I'm gonna do. Does that show on top of that? No, it doesn't. Okay, my bad, y'all. I just gotta kind of not really prove a point, but yeah. I just been kind of sharing this little gadget. I shared it before and it did get like some traction and stuff like that. I'm not posting affiliate links or anything like that about it, man. I just really want to, like, when I find something that's like a hidden gem, I love to show y'all and talk about it. So let me actually switch this out. For this right here. And don't worry, y'all, I'm gonna make this bigger so y'all can see that. Oh, that's a little bit too big. But these little USB, I'm zooming in too much. These little USB charging docks, and these are USB-C. And the crazy thing is, and I know I didn't even know it. I've tested it with my Xiaomi and it didn't give me the super fast charging. But with OnePlus and I'm guessing Oppo as well, I get super VOOC charging using this cable plugged into my OnePlus charger. I have two of these. I have one here on my desk and I have one on my matter of fact, I'll throw my phone on it. And I have one on my nightstand. And this is pretty much how I would use wireless charging anyway. So, like I said, I'm not sure if anybody's, interested, because I know some people are kind of upset about no wireless charging. But if I can just put it on a little dock and get faster wire charging, I'm honestly pretty okay with that. But it would still be dope to see OnePlus do the 50-watt wireless charging, because I'm kind of in a camp that I'm so used to my phone charging as fast as the Open does. I don't want them to bring wireless charging just to give us like a little 10 or 15 watt coil. Like, I want fast wireless charging. If you're gonna put it in, I want it to be fast. Period. Oh, okay. The 24 gig model is for China only. Appreciate you, Umar. Yep, Barry said the same thing. And then white is also exclusive. I was about to say, you get arrested in both realities. That's dope. Trent said, what happens if you get arrested while wearing Apple Vision Pro? That's funny. He said only Moto charges. Oh, close for cable charging in the US. Yep. Charges close. I've read that as closed. I don't know why. Close. Hey, Latrell. What up, man? Hope everything is good with you, homie. Hey, James Apple in the building. Yo, I did see it. I haven't added it to the list. But Metallic Rouge, I'm going to go check out like a trailer or something to see what it's about. Mim said that's a good alternative. You have any issues with it falling off the stand? Nope. I'm going to see if I can take a picture. Hold on. I got the Pixel Fold here too. I'm going to boot this up because it hasn't even been really booted since I, got the open. He said, bro, look at my first comment. Hold on. Oh, he said, hey, man, made me lose my camera. Let me stop coming in here. Facts. Yeah, Latrell's coming from CES and lost his camera. I'm with you. That's funny. That is funny. All right. Let me see if I can take a quick pic without getting my wedding picture. Got a little wedding picture on my desk too. I had to talk to Gigi and get one of those digital frames. I know y'all, we were talking about the OnePlus 12 and got like super off topic. I'm sorry. Y'all know me. I rant and rave. I can't help it. Let me actually clean the camera. I can't have anybody thinking Pixel Fold cameras is trash and stuff, you know? Gotta wipe off the camera lens. Tap. Okay, are we gonna focus or are you gonna? Oh, it's focusing on me behind the camera. All right, I think I've got a good picture here. So, and then I'll give y'all a side profile view too. Let me move that out the way so y'all can see what it looks like on the actual stand from the side. Come on, I want to focus on the one, or yeah, I want to focus on the OnePlus. Got it. All right, so I got stuff on my front screen up here too, so it's like trying to focus on that too. Okay, bet. Let me switch to the top down. So, a matter of fact, we can open this. Duh. But yeah, so you can see there, sits on there. I got my Super VOOC lightning indicator there. And then, oh, here it is. And then that's what it looks like from the side, Mims. So like there's enough from that little like back, like this little back rubber portion here, like there's enough of a lift where if it's gonna hold a foldable, you wouldn't have any other issue with any other device. So yeah, it definitely works good, man. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Switch back to the face cam. I sure did, because man, if you would have been like you lost it, bruh, that would have sucked. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Got to give it a good wipe down. Look, LaShawn said, clean that lens. Don't do us dirty. Don't worry, y'all. It's not really blue. It's just water. Turns the bottle blue. Got my things. I'm like super far behind. Like I barely drank any water today. Juan said, oh, dude, I've been in 3 chats about the OnePlus 12 that all got sidetracked to talk about Samsung. Because it's so hard to not like bring up that fact of like, bro, look at how much you're getting for this price point. Like, I honestly don't even need to put the article or the website back up. Like, we could just talk about that because it's just insane to me that OnePlus devices like don't get more shine and don't get more coverage and things like that. Like, we get that initial wave where like, you know, embargoes lift, a couple of, you know, videos after that, and then it just kind of goes. And OnePlus is out here dropping absolute fire for not a whole lot of money, dude. Like when you have a phone that costs, you know, $800 or $700 or whatever the case may be, and you're smashing pause $1,000 phones and you're even competing with $1,300 phones. Like, I'm gonna be honest, and I know that this is probably very subjective because they're two totally different operating systems, but like you could even throw the iPhone 15 Pro Max in that argument, and the OnePlus, oh, and I almost said the OnePlus Ultra. The OnePlus 12 is kind of up there. Like it's kind of up there. I honestly feel like it's a significantly better device than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So because I mean, I had the 15 Pro Max for like a week or so, and I just returned it because I just wasn't feeling it. And I remember the shots that I took out of that 5X, and I'm using a 6X, you know, hybrid zoom on the open, which is pretty much the same as on the 12. And actually, no, I think the 12's telephoto is a little bit better. But the open, I prefer what's coming out of the open to what I used to get out of my 15 Pro Max. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. OnePlus is killing it. Yo, Galen, man, what up, what up, what up, bro? Hope everything is good with you. Oh my gosh, my nose is getting itchy. Latrell, if you saw my setup, bro, it is nothing pretty, dog. Here, I'll take a picture and I'll show you. So Sorry, y'all. Allergies. All right. Let me do it that way. Sorry, I didn't mean to snort like that in y'all ear. That annoys me when people do that to me. I'm sorry. All right. Top down. This is my setup here, Latrell. So I just got the ZV1 pointed down, and I have the ZVE10 pointed to me for the face cam. And that's literally how I run my little setup, dog. I had to do a little bit of MacGyvering. I had to buy an extra arm, like an extra arm. The main base is the Elgato base. It's the Elgato one. And I had to buy an additional arm and actually mount it to the top for the top down. But it's really versatile because like you can unscrew the arms and make them go up, make them go down. So if you want to get like a little closer, if you want to get, you know, a little higher up, you could do that. But yeah, like it's the same setup I've been using for years at this point, man, which is typically why I don't do much B-roll because I hate taking these cameras down. I need to get one of those DJI 3s, yo, and use that for B-roll. That'd be dope. But that was answering this question here. He asked me. He said, I'm flexing with the MX mouse. Man, this joint old and dirty, bruh. Like, I've had this thing forever, dude. I'm honestly, I need to get a new keyboard because I popped my 3 key. I popped my 3 key up and I can't get it to stick back down. So it's not like damaged, like the keyboard still works, but it irritates me. Windshield wiper fluid. Yo, it do look like windshield wiper fluid. I'm done. That was good. That was good. Dumb Plus making me want to try a 12. I think because you like the I remember the year we both had the Xiaomi 11 we had, LaShawn. If you like the Xiaomi 11, you will like the OnePlus 12. Not that they're like super like similar, but that same like bubbly, alive feel from like the animations and the fluidity. OnePlus has the same thing, dude. So I honestly think you would love it. He said people don't praise OnePlus unless it deals with price. Exactly, man. It's like that's kind of their whole claim to fame. And I hate it. Like I don't want to just call the OnePlus 12 a good phone for the price because then that gives the connotation of it's only good because it's this price. Like honestly, even if one plus price the OnePlus 12 at say $900 or $1,000, I still think it absolutely mollywops pretty much everything in that price category. OnePlus is just being nice and giving you $200 off the phone. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I said, what did you think of the trade-in deals? The trade-ins weren't too bad. I did like the fact that you could trade in any phone and get $100 off. That was pretty dope. But in terms of like the actual like trade-ins and stuff, I didn't dig too much into it because I'm if it ain't folding, I'm honestly trying not to grab it. The one exception was the Oppo Find X7 Ultra. If there was a way that was global or I could get Android Auto on the Chinese ROM, that, and we'll talk about the Pixel 9 Pro, but that device going into 2024 was the only device that could have got me off of a foldable. Like the only device. Like I don't even carry 2 phones anymore. I carry just the OnePlus Open or just the Pixel Fold now. This community is such a fool that we got Ike saying pause. Yo, I have to, dude. I have to. iPhone 15. Oh, 100%, Juan. 100%. Yo, appreciate you. Mute game on point. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said the 12 telephoto, close focus a little better than the open, but the performance is similar otherwise. Oh, yeah. So if I jam with what's coming out of the telephoto on the open, the iPhone, the only time I felt like the iPhone was like bonkers good in terms of that 5X was obviously in regular normal lighting, like peak lighting conditions and portrait shots in good light. Oh my god, that thing is amazing. Like the 5X portrait on the 15 Pro Max is stupid good. I don't know what wizardry Apple's doing with that, but that should be their approach to all of their photo processing across the board. Like it is really good. But once you start to, and I know like with cameras, the less light, the worse it is. Like no duh. But like as you get to like even just dimmer lighting, like it falls apart really fast. Like it falls apart really fast. The very yeah for my setup. Yeah. He said I'm using one of them. See, yeah, it's super versatile, dude. I love it. Because I've thought about that, getting like the boom and have it coming down with the mic, but I just got too used to my mic not being in the frame for me to go and pick that up. Elgato stuff is worth the premium. It is because you do pay a premium for it, but I will say it is worth the premium. Like I'm using their boom arm, the swivel one, like the one that swivels out. Like let me see if I can show y'all. But like this one here, the one that swivels out, I'm using this arm, and I've had this arm for years, and it's still there's no creaks. It's not like rusty. Like it is absolute fire. Like Elgato makes some dope stuff. Yes, sir. I'm drinking my my car coolant. This video is sponsored by Valvoline. Hey, Chug Jug from Fortnite. Facts. He said, I'm also looking for a new keyboard. I have buttons on my MX keys stuck. Yeah, dude. It's annoying. Yeah, if you like the 11, I think you would get down with the open, dude. Yeah, exactly, Barry. Like it's gonna be such a like even in certain areas where I see my pixel kind of give me a little bit of funkiness in jank and like the anime because not like there's no phone that is 100% animations are perfect all the time. Not even the iPhone. Like the iPhone is probably the closest to that because theirs are a little bit slower and all that stuff. But there's no phone that is 100% perfect, but I would say even in areas that my Pixel I know kind of gives me a little bit of funkiness, OnePlus actually kind of puts in work. But there are some areas with OnePlus where I'm like, okay, the Pixel would definitely be a little bit more responsive and a little bit more fluid here. Like the and I don't know if it's just my device, but like the shutter button on my camera, like it feels a little sticky. Like I have to really push, like almost to the point where I've just defaulted to using the volume buttons for taking pictures. It's not like terrible, and like I could get it to work, but it just doesn't feel quite the same as tapping that pixel. It does have video out, Mike. Yep. See, but that's the thing. I could download the APK, but it still ain't gonna work. If we're talking 5X, yeah, Genosis, the 5X telephoto. Yep, the low profile arm. That's what it's called. Yeah. Yep, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 as well on the 12. Which yeah. But let's go ahead and move on, man. See, this is what I was talking about, LaShawn. I only got enough time to talk 2 articles, dog, because you know I start ranting and raving now. We'll obviously take a little bit of extra time with this one because this one kind of broke me. I went into 2024 pretty much knowing that the Oppo was not going to go global, so I was like, okay, I'm pretty much sticking with just foldables this year. Like I'm pretty much just grabbing foldables. I want to look and see what the Z Fold 6 is bringing to the table. Spoiler warning, the article I had was talking about them bringing an entry level Z Fold 6, which I'm cool with it because it allows them to sell that one with like all like the incremental crap and give us an ultra that we really want. So that's kind of why I had that article, but it's not that big of a deal. But this one kind of broke me, yo. This one broke me. Anyone who's ever heard me talk about iPhone design knows that the iPhone 4/5 are my favorite iPhone designs. The 4 still is like the one that does it for me, but the 5 is like a really close. Well, I would say maybe 4, then 10 without the notch, and then iPhone 5. But yo, if they drop one for 21, dog, depending on what if they literally took an S24 Ultra and just unfolded, and that was the Z Fold 6 Ultra, I would drop 2K on that. I know I'm part of the problem. I can't help it, but I would drop 2K on that. I would drop 2K on that. Because I'm going to be honest, like wider cover screen, S Pen built in. I want them to do a periscope, but I kind of feel like what they're going to do is do a wider cover screen, and with the extra space, give us the S Pen, wider cover screen, and bigger battery. Those are the 3 upgrades that I'm thinking. for Z Fold 6, like the good model. But if they did an ultra, with literally the S24 Ultra, but it unfolded, oh my god, dude, I'd buy that phone in a heartbeat. $2,000. Here's something for a trade-in. I'll spend 1,000 out of pocket. Like, I would buy it. I would buy it, bro. I would buy it. People will, oh yeah, Hawks. I think that's what everybody's been asking for. And I get it from a physics perspective. It's just not possible right now. Like, it's just not possible. And that's okay. That's okay. iPhone 5 design is better than the 4. There, I said it. Look, Juan, everybody is entitled to their opinion, even though yours is wrong. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, even though yours is wrong. For me, it's not even about a comfort thing. I just love the way that the iPhone 4 looked. Like, I loved it. I loved it. Barry, that's what I think about that question. Like a new iPhone SE, iPhone 4 design and size, iPhone 15 Pro screen, iPhone 15 Pro Max camera system. That'd be pretty bonkers to have a phone that compact putting in work like that. But back to this, Easy already got it on pre-order. If they did that, Easy would already have it on pre-order. Like, he would already have it on pre-order. He already got the Fold 6 on pre-order, and we don't even know what it's really gonna come with yet. So 100%, yeah. Bro, facts. Y'all talking about battery life, 20 minutes, 3 hours. Facts. That joint would not last. But let me go ahead and pull up what we were actually segueing into, right? So let me share this window. All right. So we got the first Pixel 9 Pro renders leak, flat edge, camera bar, redesign, and more. Let's talk about it, man. Right now, I'm seeing really two camps. Some people are like, I don't like it because it looks too much like an iPhone. And you got people like me who are like, look, bro, I could care less what iPhone this thing looks like. This thing is absolutely fire. This is gorgeous. Like, I love the way this device looks. Give me this phone. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I get why people don't like it. I get the whole, it looks like an iPhone and I get it, guys. But yo, this thing is beautiful. Like, I'm to the point now, I don't care about companies copying as long as they're copying things that I like. If you're copying something that I like, I'm cool with it. But obviously, if you're copying bad stuff, then we got to have a different conversation. But first Pixel 9 Pro leak is here, with renders showing a pretty stark design departure from the Google phone we have today. Which, really quick, I thought we were gonna get like a S year this year in terms of design, and then we were gonna get next year, which is the 10th Pixel, so 10-year Pixel anniversary type deal, along with the first, fully customized TSMC fabricated Google processor. But it looks like Google is like, nah, son, we're gonna go ahead and give y'all a bigger upgrade than what y'all thought, because everything this year has been pointing to the 9 series not being that big. I would call this a pretty significant design departure. Now, whether you think it's good or not, it's totally up to you, but it's definitely different, to say the least. According to OnLeaks and My Smart Price, which OnLeaks has leaked every Pixel design, I think since like the 6 and the 6 Pro, so fairly certain that it may not be exactly this, but it's gonna look pretty close to this. Pixel 9 Pro features flat edges that ever so slightly curve into the display and rear panel. So they're kind of doing what Apple's doing now with the 15, where like the edges curve, so that way it doesn't have that kind of sharp feel in your hand. Pause. This is a stark contrast to the curved rail on the Pixel 6 and 8 Pro. The power button and volume rocker remains on the right edge, while Google looks to have moved the SIM card tray to the bottom edge, to the right of the USB-C port. There's a cutout to the left on the connector, while there's nothing on the left edge. The top is home to the millimeter wave antenna cutout. Meanwhile, the camera bar, clearly inspired by Pixel Fold. We're going to talk about that too, because I have a theory, and I want y'all opinion on it. I want y'all opinion on it. No, I didn't hear that, James, but we gonna have to riot, sir. So grab my pitchfork. I got my plane ticket. We gonna go ahead and take a flight because I'm not down with that. I'm not down with that. You heard that? SIM card tray. At least it ain't eSIM only. I'm with you. eSIM is at least, I'm not gonna say eSIM is trash because I see the potential, but until I can, regardless if it's an iPhone, an Android phone, and regardless if it's a Pixel or a Galaxy, just like switch my SIM between them, it's not gonna be good enough for me. Like I switch between phones way too much to mess with eSIM. Um, yeah. Inspired by the Pixel Fold, it's a floating pill that's not connected to the left or right edge like on earlier phones. The three cameras are once again placed side by side and covered by an oblong piece of glass. The end result is a pill-on-pill design with very minimal bezels on the left-hand side. The camera cutout is also really, really small too, like even smaller than what I remember on the 8. But maybe I'm just like misremembering. There are two circular cutouts next to the camera system, which has a prominent circle in between the main wide and ultra wide lenses. One is for flash, and the other looks to be a temperature sensor that Google is retaining from last year's model. So we got the 9 Pro will have a 6.5-inch display, notably smaller than the 6.7-inch on the 8 Pro. What I think we're getting a bigger 9 Pro and a smaller 9 Pro, and then we're getting a 9. That's what I personally think, because he also dropped what he said was the 9 leak. I think the 9 that he leaked is the 9 Pro. So I think you'll be able to go 9, 9 Pro, or I'm sorry, 9. Yeah, I said it right. 9, 9 Pro, and then 9 Pro bigger model kind of thing. Or maybe like a 9 Pro, Max, or a 9 Pro Plus or something of that nature. I also have a suspicion, and I can kind of talk about this because the article for the most part is over. We've already got the Pixel 8a leak. Like that's already leaked, the box for it, right? Which we already know that typically comes out Google I/O. But guess what we haven't had leaked? Pixel Fold 2. Now, there could be two reasons for this, right? Two reasons for this. And this is kind of what I'm thinking. I didn't want to say Ultra Genosis because then it would just bite the Galaxy way too much. So I was like, let me not say Ultra. Anywho, I think the Pixel Fold isn't coming in the summer like it did last year. If anybody remembers, the Pixel Fold was actually supposed to launch with the Pixel 7 Pro and 7 series devices. So we were supposed to get Pixel 7. Well, that year, we were supposed to get Pixel 6a in the summer. We were supposed to get Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro, and Pixel Fold in the fall. And if you ever paid attention, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all have, the camera bar, let me get that in the light. The camera bar on the Pixel Fold is identical, besides the fact that it doesn't come all the way to the sides. It is identical to the Pixel 7 Pro. I think the Pixel Fold 2 is going to come out in the fall with the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro. That's what I think. And the biggest reason I think that is because Google has heard a lot of complaining from the community, myself included, about how their software locking features depending on chipsets, right? And if we were going from Pixel 7a to 8 Pro, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Like that, I wouldn't have a problem because your Pixel 7a doesn't cost more than the Pixel 8 Pro. But when my Pixel Fold cost almost double with the 8 Pro cost and it doesn't have all of the cool AI features, I have a problem with that. So for me, I personally think the company who has the best foldable / slab release cycle is OnePlus. And I point it because it's on the charger. It's OnePlus. And I'll break down why I feel that way. Samsung's is cool because they dropped their Galaxy Slab in the beginning of the year. Then we get their Fold later in the year. I'm okay with that. They both have the same processors. And typically, Samsung takes things from the Ultra and brings it to the Fold. Not everything that we want, but they do typically, make that move. Where Google did it in the reverse, where they launched their Pixel Fold 2 in the or Pixel Fold 1 in the summer before Tensor 3 was ready, which was in the fall. And obviously, if it was already late, they couldn't, hold out or wait or anything like that. So I think either one of two things is going to happen. Either A, we're going to get Pixel Fold 2 in the fall with Tensor 3 with Tensor 4, which it'll be with the 9 Pro, the 9, and whatever else they launch at that particular event. That's the one that I'm personally like fingers crossed for, because then it puts the Pixel Fold on the same chipset cycle, which means it's going to get all those dope features. And with them doing that, it puts a little bit more fire under Google, because their whole MO with the Pixel Fold was to literally put a Pixel 7 Pro that folds in your pocket. That was kind of their goal. So I feel like with them, if they were to launch the Pixel Fold 2 along with the Pixel 9 Pro, they have to kind of meet that requirement a little bit more, because the phones are launched at the exact same time. Now, obviously, we may not have the exact same camera hardware between the two, even though, OnePlus, which we're going to talk about here in a second, when it comes to foldables and slabs, are doing that. I don't know if Google will do that. I would love for them to do that, but if they can't do it, they're going to have to do something comparable, because you can't have your brand new $1,800 phone taking significantly worse pics than your, $1,000 phone, and you're launching these on the same day. Like, it just puts a little bit more fire under them. Even if they make up for the difference in software, I'm totally fine with that. And honestly, I don't even have a problem with it just overall being a little bit worse than the 9 Pro, but I would just really like to see them do Pixel Fold 2 in the fall. That way we get the updated Tensor processor. I want the software features. I don't want to come the fall be looking at, the Pixel 9 Pro like, well, you just got all these dope features and I ain't getting those because I'm on Tensor 3 and you got Tensor 4. Like, I don't like that. It just doesn't feel good as a Fold owner. So that's option number one. Option number two is what Juan is saying here, which is, oh no, same. Me and Juan are on the same page. I read what Juan said wrong. The only other thing that they could do is not launch a Pixel Fold this year, and I don't think that that's happening. I think Google got way too much good reception and good feedback for them not to do a Pixel Fold 2. What I really hope is the Pixel Fold 2 is literally just a Pixel 8 Pro that unfolds. Like, this same design, the camera bar, the cameras, the software features, the specs, all that. Because when it comes, if they release at the same time, the specs are gonna line up. Like, the only specs that we have to really worry about are the battery, the battery capacity size, and the camera hardware. Everything else will line up. It's gonna have Tensor 4. It's gonna have the same amount of RAM. It'll have the same super Actua display. They may go less reflective like everybody else is doing. I'm kind of hoping and fingers crossing for Qi 2. That'd be dope as well to have. But we'll see. But that's kind of my theory as to why we haven't seen any Pixel Fold news or leaks at all yet. Because we've already seen 9 Pro, 8A. Like, we've already seen pretty much every phone that they're going to drop this year. Why haven't we seen the Pixel Fold or the Pixel Fold 2? So I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts, man. I really hope that that's what they do, because they got to put it on the same cycle as the Pro. You can't have your $1,800 phone missing out on dope software features because older processors. Like, nah, dude, I ain't with that. And even if they did try to port back the features to the Pixel Fold, then you'd have Pixel 7 Pro owners like, well, wait, we got the same hardware with better camera hardware than the Pixel Fold user. So why can't we have it? And obviously, Google wants you to buy the newer phone. So that's kind of what I think it's all about. I'm just really hoping that Google course corrects that, because I'm not with that at all. At all. Y'all said, I got on Google Asked about that software lock and shit. Then I remembered a lot of other companies do that too. Not saying it's okay, but they ain't alone in this. Yeah. And that's the thing. And I've seen other companies do it and try to put it around hardware and stuff too. So Google's not the only offender. they're just the only offender that impacts me directly because I bought a fold from them, right? So it's a little bit more close to home for me than say if like Samsung or Apple's doing that with other devices. But the point that I was making before is I think OnePlus has the best release cycle because you have, and I'll start with their foldable. You have the Open, which launched last year, and the OnePlus 12 is literally, what? The only difference is the processor and a little bit difference in the camera. Like there's not a whole lot different between the 12 and the Open. And I like that. I like that. It allows me as a consumer to say, okay, both of these phones are going to handle things for the most part the same. The slab is going to be a little bit better performant because it has the newer processor. But in day-to-day stuff, I'm not going to really notice that big of a difference. The only real decision I got to make is, do I want it to fold or do I want to slab? Because battery life is great on both. Cameras are great on both. Software is great on both. Like their lineups match so evenly that as a consumer, it makes your choice that much easier rather than being like Samsung, where it's like, well, I want a folding phone, but I sacrifice heavily on the cameras, or I want a folding phone, but now I got to carry around an S Pen. I want a folding phone, but I'm not going to get, the same extra bright, less reflective screen. Like all of that stuff, we need it to be parity. Like you got to get your foldables to be feature parity. And I know for some manufacturers, it's going to be harder than others. Like Samsung, they can't be focused on thinness because they got to fit an S Pen in there. We're also crying about bigger batteries and periscope cameras. So, like I said, it's going to be tougher for some companies than others. But I'm always going to be in the park of, look, if OnePlus is doing it, I'm going to call it out for everybody who's not, because, hey, somebody's doing it, so you need to do it as well. He said, where's the Google execs? I dropping gold right now. I wish, man. I wish. All these new feature drops and no new AI stuff. He said, at least with Samsung, they've been bringing features from the new phones, updates to older phones eventually. Exactly, Latrell. I agree with that. I want a second gen tablet. Maybe give us like 120 hertz, drop some OLED on there, like, Tensor 3. Like, I don't mind the tablet necessarily being a processor behind, because the Pixel tablet never struck me as like a prosumer tablet. Like, can it do things like edit video and stuff like that? Like, yeah, of course. But it never seemed to me like it was ever meant to be like a productivity powerhouse tablet, replace your whole laptop type setup like Samsung and Apple are trying to do with their tablets. Pixel tablet always seemed like it was more of like the home tablet where I throw it on my dock, my kid could pick it up and do their thing with it. It also doubles as like a hub. Like it's always been more about like for the family than productivity and really just having a bunch of power. So I don't know. He said, bring back Mark Lavoie as well. Pixel camera hasn't been the same since. He said, hire him back just to tune the HDR at least. Galen said, I'd buy the 9 Pro and looks alone. Yeah, looks, Doug, this is insanely good looking, dude. I'm with it. Yep, no, and that's a good point too. Like businesses are gonna business, and I don't have a problem with them saying, okay, there's some hardware features or whatever, or we got to get you to get the brand new phone. Just release your damn fold with the other Pro phone, so I'm getting feature parity. As long as they do that, hey. And I know that that's probably messed up to say, because it's like, well, what about the 8 Pro and the 7 Pro? It could run these features. People are rooting and doing it. And I get that. Don't know, excuse me. Don't worry. Like, I agree with that perspective. I'm just saying, I don't want to spend $1,800 and 4 months later, we're coming out with brand new AI features that I ain't getting. I ain't with that. Hey, Easy E, man. What up? We were just talking about you, dog. Yo, Easy, quick question for you. If Samsung dropped a S24 Ultra that just unfolded, like it was literally the S24 Ultra that unfolded, $2,100, how fast would your pre-order be? I ain't gonna ask you if you would buy it, because we know you would buy it. How fast would your pre-order be in, my good sir? How fast? Yeah, and exactly, Latrell. Like it's not as expensive as other tablets either. So I'm with it. Um, kinda. I can see that, but I would say it does significantly more than a Hub Max. Like I have the normal size Nest Hub, and then the Nest Hub Max is just a bigger version of that. Pixel tablet is doing way more than that. Like I can play games on the Pixel tablet. I can edit video. I could, edit photos. I can play games. I can't do that on this little Nest Hub. So it's kind of like, it's whatever. We here at Google don't appreciate these allegations. I'm done. Emoticon wallpapers, bro. They could keep that. Like I get it, it's fun, but I don't want that. Give me floating windows for crying out loud, man. I'm still waiting for Google to get floating windows. Like even if they only bring it to their foldables and tablets, like bro, there is no reason that the Pixel tablet, as big of a tablet as is, like at 10 inches, that I shouldn't have floating windows. Like that should be there 100%, man. 100%. Like Google, I love y'all, but I need floating windows at the minimum, man. At the minimum. As a Samsung user, I want them to speed up updates. Like if the S24 drop, S23, Fold 5, and Flip 5 need to drop. Oh, same day. I mean, I hear you on that, B Floyd. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. I wonder if they do that because they don't want, because supposedly a lot of the AI features that they showed off are coming to the older devices, which if they're doing that, the only real upgrades is what? The 5X telephoto and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, right? Is that like the main difference? Because if those are like the only differences and the AI features are coming to older phones, people probably wouldn't upgrade. He said, yeah, add video output and more multitasking. Exactly. Video output. I still don't understand. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say because I'm gonna even pull down the comments. That's the one thing too. This right here, dude. I still don't understand like why. And I mean, maybe there's like a technical reason. Maybe I'm just thinking something should happen and it's dumb. Maybe I'm just wrong. But I still feel like how I showed y'all the little dock. Imagine Google came out with a dock like that, and you dock you plug it in HDMI to your monitor or whatever. And it would have a built-in fan, just like the old Samsung docks. Those have built-in fans. You drop it in, and it's like one of those Dex docks. You drop it in, but instead of getting desktop mode, it boots into Chrome OS. How dope would that be? Because Chrome OS and Android already kind of go hand in hand, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I mean, I would say the hardware on my Pixel Fold is definitely more powerful than like my son's cheap, my son's cheap little Chromebook or whatever that he had for homeschooling. Like, dude, boot Chrome OS. Like, it's like with that one move, man, like they would end up having pretty much the best desktop mode in the game. Like, who like Dex ain't better than Chrome OS? I don't like Chrome OS is a full-fledged desktop operating system. Like it may not be as feature rich as Windows and Mac, but it's definitely more feature rich than Samsung Dex and like Moto Ready 4 and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I know easy definitely dodging my question. So easy, I'm gonna ask you again. If Samsung dropped the S24 or S24, if Samsung dropped a Fold 6 Ultra that had it was literally just an S24 and then you could just open it into a fold. Same screen sizes and everything. $2,100. How fast would you put in your pre-order, sir? I'm asking you again because we need an answer, Easy. We need an answer. And if you don't answer me in a live stream, I'm gonna at you on Twitter, sir. I need to know. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Full desktop extensions, trackpad gestures. It's like, yo, so they're trying to reinvent the wheel with having a desktop mode. Apple, I don't want to update iTunes. I don't even know why I still have iTunes installed. Get out of here. I just got a little pop-up. Yeah, easy. I'm saying like for like if Samsung, because they're supposedly coming out with a Fold 6 Lite, like an entry level Fold 6. So if they did that, which was like an incremental update, and then gave us a Fold 6 Ultra, which is literally an S24 Ultra down to the camera setups, the screens, the S Pen built in, the battery capacity, all of that. $2,100. How fast would your pre-order be in, sir? How fast would your pre-order be in, sir? Lewis said, yes, boot to Chrome OS. I've been saying that for the longest since the Pixel Fold came out. It just seems like a no-brainer, but they like something. I always feel like we like as a community think of this stuff, and it's like, bro, there's no way some lab out at Google ain't nobody tried this. Like that would be the best desktop mode in the game. Like think about it. For like my daughter, right? Like she's getting to that age where we want to get her like a little something so she could do homework, kind of play her little, some little games and stuff like that or whatever, not nothing too crazy, and have like some limited supervised access to the internet. And how dope would it be that like that also coincides with right around the time we're thinking about getting her first phone. Imagine I can get her, say, like a Pixel 9 and a little Pixel dock and hook it up to some monitors, and boom, she drops her little phone in there and she got Chrome OS. That would be fire. Then I don't have to buy a phone and a Chromebook. I just got to buy one device and it rules them all. So I'm like, man, I don't know. Oh, so they got to do more than an S24 Ultra for $2,100 easy? What would they have to do for $2,100 in your opinion, easy? And you can and if you're making a video on this, dog, if you're making a video on this, you don't got to tell me. You can do your video. But for $2,100, what would you need to see out of a Fold 6 Ultra? Remember, this is a Fold 6 Ultra. Fold 6 Ultra. And I mean, like B Floyd, that's a good point, but that's currently, right? Like it's one of those things, like the framework, the support for Android apps is already there in Chrome OS. Obviously, like Google would have to do some optimizing between the two because it's two different operating systems. But yeah, dude, I mean, if they got it together, that would be dope. But they're obviously pushing for desktop mode. At least that's what the rumors are saying. But Chrome OS, I might would boot that up and use that here and there. But desktop mode, I've never used it personally. I just never needed it. But I don't know. The multitasking though, floating windows, that needs to come though, because I need that in my life. And it's like Google, you already have the perfect like way of setting it up. Like they already have swipe up a little bit, you get the taskbar, click and hold, and you drag up to do split screen. But instead of dragging up to one side, do what Samsung does, drag in the middle. OnePlus, they do like a drag in the middle and hold, and it turns into a floating window. Google, you already got the best implementation from both of those manufacturers. Just put it in the phone. Like, come on, dude. Like the framework is already there, because if you switch on to desktop mode and the developer options, you already get floating windows. So Google, just port that feature natively into the damn Pixel OS. Like, I digress. Okay, easy. You coming with unrealistic crap, dog. Good grief. I'm not saying unrealistic as in like Samsung couldn't do it, but we know that they're not doing that, dog. A headphone jack, a SD card slot. I mean, the Fold 5. Oh, you want the Fold to boot to Dex. So you want Dex, but on the Fold. That's crazy. Pin inside, IR blaster, charger in the damn box. Easy said, let's go. Okay. He said, Samsung can't call it a Fold 6 Ultra if it doesn't have all the stuff. Okay, easy. So then let me ask you this, because the S24 Ultra don't have none of this. Is the S24 Ultra not an Ultra device too? I'm just asking. No, and I'm not disagreeing with you. For $2,100, we should have everything under the kitchen sink. I'm just saying, realistically, Samsung ain't about that life. Like they're not doing that. They're not doing that. I know I said we're gonna wrap it up like 5-10 minutes ago, but we chilling. We chilling. Yeah, like that's why I asked him like that, Latrell, because Dex is dope on a bigger screen, but I don't know if I would want that on a foldable, man. I don't know. Maybe like normal One UI on the cover screen, and then when you open it, it transitions to Dex or something. I don't know. Touche, Genosis. Salute. 100% spot on. Ultra, Pro, Max. Do they really live up to their names? Good stuff. I saw Hal's video on the new decks, I'm kind of like, I would have just rathered them instead of trying to make some type of hybrid decks. I would have rather them just put more resources into the normal decks. He said 8-inch display decks can't work. So then why did you ask for decks? Because you said put decks in there. And Mims, I was going here too, because he said the first Gen 4 was 2100 and he wasn't asking for all of that. I didn't talk to Easy when the first Gen 4 came out, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, Renz, man, what's up? What's up, man? Hope everything's good with you, dude. He said phones ain't lived up to the name since since the Plus and Plus phones first came out. Yeah. Oh, they did come with Galaxy, but and it did come with a charger in the box. It came with a charger in the box and Galaxy Buds. That is true. That is true. That is true. Galaxy Buds, charger, a case. Damn. Samsung was looking like an import out here, dog. You got Galaxy Buds, you got a case, you got the charger in the box. It wasn't the fastest charging, but you got, fast, you got an actual charger in the box. Excuse me. And that case on the original fold, that airman fiber was pretty dope. I enjoyed it. The phone itself, the inside was dope, but that cover screen, man, I can't do it. It was dope at the time though, because I was just so in awe of the fact that the phone could actually freaking fold like that. Like that still blows my mind to this day. Like I know, tech moves fast. We move on to the next thing, but it's crazy, man. Like we got legit phones that we can use day to day in real world conditions, like with water resistance, and they're not as fragile as what people would lead you to believe. I know the marketing around it doesn't do it any justice, but being someone who's used a ton of folds are more durable than what people think. Are you gonna have the random screen crap all over Reddit? Yeah, all of them have that though, not just one. But it's crazy. We're at a time where phones can fold. I walk around with an almost 8-inch tablet in my pocket that I can still use as a normal phone, and the weight is the same as an iPhone 14 Pro Max, which I carried that in a case for a year and never felt any kind of way about it. Like that is so dope to think about, man. So dope. I love tech, man. I love tech. Tech is dope. Tech is dope. Yo, Mims got his foot all down easy throat. Still missing headphone jack, SD card, IR blaster, no pin support. That's true. That's true. He said the OnePlus Open has everything but the pin and the headphone jack for way cheaper than the Fold. It does have pin support. You just got to import the pin if you can find it. Because I know right now, like I've been trying to get my hands on one for retail. I ain't paying over $100 for that thing, dog. Like I already didn't use the S Pen much, so I know I wouldn't use that one much. I want one just to kind of have it, and I don't want to spend over $100 for it. I know it's not official, OnePlus supporting it, but it does work and all the functionality works. So cool with me. Seeing the OnePlus 12 get an IR blaster back and not Samsung since the Galaxy S6 don't sit right with me. I feel you because I haven't set it up on my Open yet, but it's mainly because all of my TVs have Google Chromecast. So I just set it up via that. But I do like the IR blaster for like if I want to go to, stay at like a hotel room or like on what are those things? And I think it's at certain hotels where they lock the HDMI ports or something, so you can't like plug in your own stuff. IR blaster, turn the input, cast whatever I want up there, or use whatever the other standard OnePlus has to send content up there. Yep, hotel room. Exactly. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap on up, man. We went a little bit over. Conversation was feeling right, and y'all was feeling it, man. So I wanted to make sure we got some extra time or whatever the case may be. But super dope week in tech, man. So much stuff went down, even some stuff that I didn't get a chance to cover tonight, man. I truly don't understand how anybody can say tech is boring. You got stuff with mixed reality. Apple's doing, their thing. We got Samsung dropping heat with the S24 Ultra. OnePlus just dropped the OnePlus 12, which is following up their cycle of dope devices with the OnePlus 11 and OnePlus Open. Like we didn't have so much good tech so far. Vivo out doing their thing. I almost forgot. Vivo's doing their thing with the Pro, and we haven't even seen a Pro Plus from them yet. So, dog, it's just Oppo almost left them out too. 5X7 Ultra, so much dope tech, and it's so early in the year, man. We still got a ton of tech, to get through. So, like I said, y'all, it's always going to be talked about here, man, whether it's Samsung, Apple, Vivo, Google, OnePlus, whoever it is, man. If it's dope tech, we're going to talk about it here. Mem said, oh, tech ain't boring. Phones get a little boring, but I'm looking forward to exactly. Like phones, unless you're looking for something super specific, I totally feel that sentiment, Mems. But tech in general, man, is super, super dope. So I'm going to go ahead. Yo, Lulu, applause, sir. Tech is not boring. If you're bored of tech, then the problem is you. Love it. Bingo. Couldn't have said it any better, dog. Couldn't have said it any, what I say it any better or any bingo. I was thinking bingo in my head, but I don't know if I said that, but couldn't have said it any better, man. But I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here, man. As always, I appreciate every last one of y'all for coming out, showing love and support, man. As always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. I'll catch you all in the next live stream. Peace.